Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of 1990's Represent. We're finishing up our third cycle of 1990 with a video game. In this episode, we're talking about Mega Man 3. Kind of an episode I've been kind of pushing off whenever we get to 1990, just because I know when we get to the gameplay for this game, I'm going to be absolutely terrible at it. Tried playing it again recently. Basically just couldn't even finish a level. The game is insanely difficult. I think the only reason my friend and I were able to beat it back, I think we beat it in like 1992 or something like that. But was because we used a Game Genie with, I think it was infinite lives and infinite energy, and still took us a while to finish the game. But a very challenging game. I think I put it a little bit below Mega Man 2. I think Mega Man 2 is my favorite, at least in the original like NES series. But we have some notes here about it. We're going to go through those notes, and then we're going to do some gameplay. I probably will be having to use the Game Genie codes because without them, I am just going to die very often in this game. It's very difficult. But let me get these notes open, and then we will go through that, and then we'll get to our gameplay. So here's we have Mega Man 3, first released in Japan, September 28th, 1990, and then in just November for North America. I couldn't find an actual North American release date, but came out of Japan like the end of the fall, or end of September, and then November for North America. Like I said, insanely difficult. A friend and I basically, like I mentioned earlier, had to use a Game Genie. Again, infinite lives and infinite energy to even finish the game. I rented this when it came out and didn't do very well at it. But it's one of those things where, like you rented a game from like a video store. We would go to the local grocery store that had a video department. And I think in like 1989 or so, maybe 1988, they started renting out NES games. So kind of like most weekends, we would go around like a Friday afternoon, go in, maybe get a movie or two, and like maybe my parents would get a movie or something. Maybe I would get a movie, and then I would also get a video game. One year or one day, not one year. When this came out, I think I rented it kind of toward the end of 1990. I don't remember how far I got into the game. I couldn't have been very far, but the thing is, there's eight different levels to play through. So like even if you don't finish one, you can be like, I'm gonna try this other one instead. But basically, that was your game for that weekend, and it was either you basically just had to play it because like it's what you rented. You were stuck with it. So I remember playing through it. We returned it. I don't think we ever rented it again. But then a couple years later, I think my friend owned it, and I took my Game Genie over to his house, and we beat it with that, like I mentioned earlier, with those two particular codes. But incredibly difficult. You end up having to fight through like the ghosts of the Mega Man 2 bosses as well, or at least some of them. It was really weird. But I played it in 1990, beat it in 1992. Into the development of the game. Development started on this a year after Mega Man 2 came out. And apparently, hopefully I don't mispronounce his name, Akira Kituma. Let me actually just pop this up here because I have it written in my notebook, but my handwriting is not super great here. So let's see here. Yeah, Akira Kitamura. Yeah, Akira Kitamura had left Capcom during that time. So basically, between Mega Man 2 and Mega Man 3. And then, let's see here. Yeah, he was the supervisor on Mega Man 1 and Mega Man 2. And then Kajiri, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Kajiri, let me just actually pop the name up here again. Kajiri Inafune, I think is how it's pronounced. Probably mispronouncing it, I apologize. He was I think he was like an artist on the game. And basically stated that he didn't really love Mega Man 3. That they felt that basically the kind of direction of the game wasn't as good as the previous ones. Like the person that they brought in to replace Akira had wasn't as good of a fit for the game as the previous boss. So it's kind of like not a great like working environment there. So he didn't like the game that way. And then eventually, Kijiri had to basically take over as the planner because I think like their person that was like their planner had like quit or got fired like in the middle of development, and he was having to take on a whole bunch of other tasks because a lot of people weren't meeting their deadlines. So he was kind of like it was kind of a what would you say here? A kind of hectic um, development cycle for Mega Man 3. They had a certain date they had to get to, and I think they even said they kind of rushed the release to make that deadline. So that's one reason I don't think it feels as polished as Mega Man 2. And like they even Capcom employees have said it was slightly rushed towards the end of the development. It does have positive reviews though, which will bring up those reviews. Let me just pull them down here. Again, pretty good reviews overall. All Game gave it a 4.5 out of 5, while EGM, let's try to give it monthly had it at a 9 out of 10. Eurogamer, again, 9 out of 10. Famitsu, 23 out of 40, so a little bit middle of the road there. 24 out of 25 from GamePro, and IGN has it at a 9.5 out of 10. There are some really interesting quotes here about how difficult the game is. So let's see. I think it was McKinney and Noble, who worked for GamePro, has stated, this is a quote regarding the game, said, pulling teeth, lifting a car over your head, or performing open heart surgery are all significantly easier than beating Mega Man 3. Another person noted, said, leaps must be precise, enemies must be dispatched rapidly and accurately, and there's a constant state of delirious near panic as you wait to see what vicious demands the next room will place on your platforming skills. So a very, very difficult game overall. Like almost, maybe not quite like Ghosts and Goblins level of difficult, because Ghosts and Goblins is basically like you beat the game once and then it's like, haha, you didn't really beat the game. You have to play through the entire game again now. Nothing quite like that. But I remember when we beat the initial like 8 main bosses, you go into the end game sections where you're going through some of the stages that are like revisited as things what they're called, and you end up fighting like a lot of the I don't remember if it was all of them, but most of the bosses from Mega Man 2. So you're basically beating all of the bosses from Mega Man 3, and then you're having to go through levels where you're fighting the bosses from Mega Man 2 before you fight Dr. Wily again. Like the story is, I think initially that Dr. Wily is working with Dr. Light after Mega Man 2, and then basically has these other robots that are supposed to be guarding stuff or whatever, and they go haywire, and eventually Dr. Wily just reverts back to his old evil ways. But like a very, very weird way that you are fighting, again, those Mega Man 2 bosses. And from what I remember, there's no real, like, ultimate weapon in the, like, what I mean by ultimate weapon is, in Mega Man 2, I think you get the Saw Blade, and it's basically like a very overpowered weapon in the game, or power-up. I don't think there's anything like that, quite like that in Mega Man 3, and I think that's one of the things that adds to the challenge of the game, is that you can't just get one power up from one of the bosses and then just kind of steamroll your way through the rest of the game. The Saw Blade of Mega Man 2 made it a little bit too easy. But Mega Man 2 I still think is my kind of favorite overall game. Proto Man actually makes, I think it's his first appearance here. You fight him like randomly, maybe not randomly. There's various levels where he pops up, and I forget what he's called initially, but it's not Proto Man, but then it's revealed to be, it's revealed like later in the game that was Proto Man. He's basically there to, you are fighting him, but it's more for like you're like he's helping Mega Man like practice basically, or like he's testing him essentially. So he shows up on a few different levels of the game, and you had to fight him off. But overall, it came out to the game, like I said, like good reviews overall, and it's kind of one of those time periods where games could be challenging because it's kind of like you would buy the game and then you would have no other new game for a while usually. So, or like if you didn't have like if you weren't buying games constantly, like you were basically just waiting for like Christmas gifts or people to like maybe let you borrow their games, you would play these games for a while and you would eventually get good at them. I definitely feel like that is kind of not really a thing that, like, games that are this difficult aren't really all that common anymore. And I think the games that do it, like I would say, like Super Meat Boy is up there, where it's games like that where it's like the difficulty is kind of baked into the game. And even in games like Super Meat Boy, where you jump and you fail, like you actually do get better. It is frustrating, but it kind of in a good way. This one's kind of like that, but again, like there's so many levels where it's just it feels like they took the difficulty for Mega Man 2 and cranked it up to 11. But we're going to jump into the gameplay portion. I will be inputting the infinite lives and infinite energy code just because I know without them I am not going to be able to beat a single level. I can guarantee you that. So we'll be right back with the gameplay, and we'll be switching over to that in just a moment. Stay tuned. Alright, and we are back. We have the codes inputted in, the Game Genie for infinite lives as well as infinite energy. Let's see where we want to start here. So here are our levels. We have Spark Man, Snake Man, Needle Man, Top Man, Shadow Man, Magnet Man, Gemini Man, and Hard Man. Let's just go there. Oh yeah, the game introduced a few new mechanics. So you have the slide ability, and the game also introduced Rush, the dog, as well. So here we got a slide. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna have to, I think, yeah, I can't jump that. I'm gonna have to use Rush here. Wait. Let me see how these menus actually work. There we go. RC is Rush. Yeah, these things are a pain because I think they'll... Alright, I'm just gonna not deal with that guy. I vaguely remember this being one of the levels where you could accidentally backtrack and go all the way back to the beginning. Do I go that way? Because let me see, yeah, if you go down there, I think you backtrack. So let me actually go back this way. Oh, man. The game actually can lag out when there's a lot of enemies on the screen at the same time. So yeah, that's Proto Man. We gotta fight him. Can I bypass that guy? Oh, I guess I can just bypass it. Alright. Oh, man. Oh, I didn't slide correctly there. Alright, there we go. Hard man defeated. But, like I said, without the Game Genie codes, I would not have even gotten to him, probably. We got whatever his ability is. Alright, hard knuckle, alright. Let's see who we want to do now. So we have Spark Man, Snake Man, Needle Man. We'll do Snake Man. Snake Man's a really weird level where you got these, like, gigantic snakes you're walking over. It's pretty cool. Oh man, alright. Yeah, the thing with the snakeheads is they don't always shoot straight. They will shoot at angles, so it makes it really challenging to get them. Yeah, even if you move where you don't think they'll hit you, they'll get you. Oh man, alright. Hopefully I went the right way. Can I make that jump? Or should I use Rush? Let's try using Rush to get out of that. Alright, I need to switch off of him. Oh, great. All right. Oh, please don't. Yeah, I was gonna say, don't knock me off these clouds. I have flashbacks to the Airman stage from Mega Man 2, when you're just falling off the ground. So, Infinite Energy doesn't prevent you from that, but it does make it so you don't die to normal enemies. But you can still die by falling. Alright, Rush. Let's actually try the... Can I get to it? Oh my gosh. Again, like I said, with the Airman stage, I always get kind of flashbacks to that level, because that's one where... Oh my god, almost fell off there. Oh man! I shouldn't have been monologuing there. I should have just got to the level, because that was near the end. Alright, let's go again. Alright, gotta bring up Rush. What the heck? I don't know what happened there. I feel like it glitched out there, but... Yeah, I always kind of get stressed out on these levels where it's like these leap of faith jumps where you don't think you're gonna make them, but you do usually do. There we go. Come on, come on. Jump over that. Don't want to deal with the cloud there. There's way too many of those clouds. Jump. Jump. Oh my god! Whew. Thought I was knocked off the edge there for a second. Let me see. Can I switch over to my other ability? There we go. We have the rocket, whatever that attack is. So now we have Snake Man. Yeah, that thing is like basically they have to be standing still. It's like a straight line. Alright, I'm out of power on that, so let's... Back to durable attack. Alright, got that. So what attack do we have now? What's it called? The Search Snake, alright. Alright, let's do one more level here. Let's do Spark Man. Can you destroy those things? Nope. Looks like it glitched out there for a second. Somebody's got to blow out the cartridge, I guess. Alright. So from what I remember, those spikes up top will kill you instantly if you touch them. Yep, just like that. Alright. That's one of the jumping puzzles where you basically had to jump, like, very quickly. I have no idea what is causing that glitch, but... And I'm just gonna bypass this guy, I think, since I have the infinite health. Alright, so basically it's... Jump, 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 jump. Alright, got it. Now, you gotta be careful here, because these things will knock you into those, holes. On, off. I would need to use Rush to get up there, but I'm using that code, so I don't need it, really. I don't know if I can get past that. Alright, more spike jumpies. And then you got these screw things that pop up. Alright, so now we're on Sparkman. Alright, boss coming up. Yeah, I don't know that the snakes actually have any effect on him. That's your password there. Alright, and I think that is going to do it for this video. Again, I would not probably be able to clear a single one of these stages without those two Game Genie codes. When my friend and I beat it, we had the same issue where we basically just were like, we have no chance without infinite lives and infinite energy. And I think with those codes, we were able to beat the game. Mega Man 3 is still a lot of fun, but I think it's definitely much more challenging than Mega Man or Mega Man 2. But again, that is going to do it for this video. We'll be back again in a few days. We'll be jumping back into our third cycle in 1991. Really looking forward to that. And then we'll be doing, again, an album, a movie, and a video game from that year. And then moving back up through the decade like we always do. So again, thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching. Take care and have a good one. See ya.